It's a masterclass unlike any other. The best of South Africa with the Lazy Makoti. Pali.
Now, I couldn't have said it better myself, Tabzi Wabzi, because hosting with the Lazy Makoti is all about entertaining around special occasions. And that means being able to cater to everyone's needs. Now, we've just covered all things veg, and now it's time for something a little on the meatier side. So, Mukhao, again, I'm ready, girl. My gloves are on. I'm gonna really get it from our viewers at home. But my gloves are on, so that means I'm ready for business.
Yes, but we're gonna start on this side.
Yes. Okay.
Some lamb bones and some samp.
Babe.
I mean, everybody's favorite. Everybody loves that. So what we're doing is starting with our nice meaty bones, and you can use whichever bones you like. I'm using lamb bones, but beef bones work just as well.
When you say bones, that's confusing for me. What do you mean we're making bones, we're cooking bones? How?
If you go into a grocery store and you ask, or a butcher, you ask for meaty bones, this is what you'll get.
Yeah.
Can we just put one here? I just wanna...
Amatambo.
Yeah, I was going to say in Durban, in Zulu city, amatambo, and there is nothing better than as soon as you're done with your samp, you go in with the hands and you...
Yes.
Are these lamb bones?
Yes, these are lamb bones. So much flavor that we're packing into this delicious, creamy South African favorite. I haven't met one person that doesn't love this dish.
Well, I can't wait to try amatambo out, the bones out.
Yes.
So good. Ooh. So is that what we're looking for, the snack, crackle and pop? It has to be a hot pot.
It has to be a hot pot, and then to that we're just gonna flavor with any of your favorite spices and then give that a nice fry. So I'm gonna let you do that.
So when it comes to spices, because I know that some people with all sorts of other meats, they sort of like coat them in spices, leave them for a while before they introduce them to the pot. But I see that you've opted to go and introduce the spices after throwing the meat in. Is there a difference for you, or is it a personal preference?
Either one works because these bones are still going to cook for quite a while. Remember, we want that samp to be nice and cooked. Yes. We're also going to add some delicious potato, your favorite.
Potato queen!
I love
it.
So let me get that wooden spoon.
There we go.
And then in here, I've got my onions. You can't do this in the same pot, but in the interest of time, in the interest of time, I'm adding some spices to our onion that we're frying. Again, building on flavor. So as Bali's frying that, I'm doing, in here is my onion, my garlic, building on that flavor.
This could actually be a one-pot wonder.
Yes.
No dishes for me.
one pot, literally one pot to wash.
Wow.
In here, I'm adding in that samp. We just parboiled it a little bit to just, hasten that cooking time.
Make it soft.
So I'm mixing it in there. You can already see that yellow of the turmeric. Those smells are just incredible.
Yeah, they're glorious.
After a long day, after a long week, whether it's Sunday, Wednesday, you sometimes want a hug in a bowl, and this is it.
Yeah, there's nothing better.
Definitely, and it's one of those great ones that freezes well as well.
Now, girl, you have got a masterpiece of a creation in front of us. Tell us all about it.
So this is a spinach and cheese bread. Think about as you sort of bite into that bread, that gooey cheesiness. Absolutely amazing. And we're all trying to be a little bit healthier. So we're going to be adding some spinach for that extra healthiness. In here, I have my dry ingredients. This is my flour. And then again, same thing, adding my dry ingredients together, some sugar, some yeast, some salt, and then mix that. I mean, this couldn't be easier.
You often have a lot of people helping you out in the kitchen.
Those are my favorite kind of people.
Really?
People that want to help me out in the kitchen. My faves. So, and then in here is some warm milk. Not hot, remember? Some warm milk.
Not cold as well, but
not
room
cold,
temperature.
yeah. So you don't want it hot because then it kills your yeast, which is what you don't want. So I'm adding the milk and the oil into my bread. And then again, we're kneading for about 8 to 10 minutes till it's nice and bouncy.
Bouncing like my booty.
Yes, it really is that easy. And now we're actually gonna make it into our bread. Again, lightly dust some flour on our surface, and then this goes onto the surface.
Okay.
So we're just gonna roll it out, and then in will go our cheese, our spinach,
Oh, it's just that easy because at the end of the day, I was like, okay, I thought that we'd incorporate the spinach and the cheese into the premix, but no, after we've kneaded, after it's proved, and after it's come together, that's when it comes in.
That's when it comes in.
And in terms of other flavor variants, I mean, spinach is something that's very affordable, economical. A lot of South Africans do have it in their fridge, but what other kind of flavor components can we put? I can imagine adding like speckles of bacon in there.
Yes.
Feta.
Nice.
My kind of girl.
Marissa, the recipe developer, baby. Yes.
I think I need a new job like her. I think I need a new job.
Marissa, the chef. I love it. I love it.
Okay, so we can play.
Yes, you definitely can play. As you can see, I'm sort of making it into like a rectangle. Don't stress too much about the shape. Just as long as it's longer on the one side than the other, then we're good to go. And then we're gonna layer up. Let me start with my cheese.
And I'm sure you go all out. You're going to be generous with that cheese.
Yes, make it nice and cheesy. And then you can add on our spinach. If you can see, I'm leaving sort of a little bit of a border on the sides. So we're going into that.
And you've
middle.
also finely chopped the spinach, girl.
Yes.
Ooh, isabo parsley, isabo coriander.
Yes, knife skills. Chop, chop, chop.
Knife skills, okay.
Yes.
Is that enough?
That is enough.
Okay.
Mistress?
Yes.
I've got a question on this side, okay? So we know that potatoes and your Samp, I mean, I don't know, maybe my mother just enjoyed standing behind the stove, but it would take her the whole day to make Samp. And we know the potatoes, they also don't like go soft very quickly. Is there a hack there?
Yes.
What can you do?
Definitely with the Samp, what you want to do is to soak it overnight. That sort of halfens that cooking time, which is what you want.
You just soak it in just like normal water?
Yeah, in like normal water, and then the next day you make it.
Okay, I see.
So as you can see, I'm just gonna roll it.
Yeah, because this now, Tabiso, this is what separates the boys from the men. This is what Professor Mugao is about to teach us. That braiding technique.
Oh, super easy. All I need now is a knife.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
So now we're gonna cut in the middle like so, and then it really is easy. Just making sure you don't spill everything out.
How do you avoid spilling it out?
Be careful.
Gentle.
Okay.
Be super gentle.
No way around it. Be careful.
Just be gentle. Be gentle. So I'm going the one.
Oh, I see.
On the other. So
I think I can do this.
And then you sort of just bring them together, and then into your bread tin they go.
How long does it go in the oven for?
So now, first we're gonna proof it, almost like the buns. We're gonna proof a second time, and then after that, it goes into our oven to bake until it's beautiful and golden, and that cheese is sort of melted inside.
And even if you want to bypass the Samp and just have amatambo with the bread, or add all three together, this is something that you definitely want to try at home. Now, to get this recipe, head over to afternoonexpress.co.za. And after the break, Mugao will be ending things off on a sweeter note with her jelly and custard and vegan chocolate mousse. Stay tuned.